very good. So you mean the topic sentence. Classrooms are places for learning and students should not be allowed to use smartphones in them. It's a topic sentence. Talk about the main idea of the whole paragraph. And then the author make his or her point. First point about because students need to pay attention to the teacher and focus on their study, and smartphone might distract their attention. So smartphones are not, students are not allowed to use smartphones in the class. Okay, very good. So C is the first sentence. And what about next? So the first point is because smartphones might distract students' attention. And what about the next? Classrooms are places for learning. Yeah, this is the first one. What about the next? The first one is C, right? What about the next? Students who bring them to class might be tempted to play games on them. Yeah. So if you have your cell phones with you, if students have cell phones with them, students are tempted to use these phones to play games. Right? Am I right? Yeah, so I think it's proper, or the author think it proper for the teachers to collect students' cell phone, right? Because it might distract students' attention. Yeah? Yeah? Okay? What about the last point? What about the last point? Raise your hand. Okay. D. So smartphones also offer too much entertainment. Yeah, students who bring them to class might be tempted to play games on them. No. So the second one, you're talking about the third one or the last one? Okay, so no. So the second one will be an additional point. Right? So highlight the keyword additional. What is additional? What is additional? Yeah. Yeah. Really? Okay, so we didn't talk about this. No, we didn't talk about this, right? Okay, the first one. I'm going to tell you the answer again. The first one is C. We have the topic sentence, and then the first point is students cannot pay attention to the teacher, right? And the second point is in sentence D. So you highlight, you circle the word also. So smartphones also offer, that means we have to talk more about this. So also offer too much entertainment, right? And students who bring them to class might be tempted to play games on them and send messages to friends. Both of things are bad when they are done in class, and students' grades will suffer. It means that you are not going to pay attention to your study because you spend too much time on entertainment. You might want to use Instagram or Line or TikTok to interact with your friends instead of paying attention on your study. Okay, and then what about the next? Next is Baoxing's answer, right? And additional. Okay, so highlight the word additional. Additional point. Against having. Okay, what is against? Against. What does against mean? Yeah, fighting. You're not. Yeah, you don't like it, so you're fighting it, and then you're not. You don't think it's right. You don't think it's right. We can say against. So additional point against having smartphones in the classroom is about cheating. What is cheating? You're not being honest on your test. So it's called cheating, okay? Alright, so you may use the smartphones on cheating. You can look up a lot of information so you can find out the answers easily. So some of the students might use this to cheat on tests. So students taking tests can easily find answers to questions on the internet with their smartphones. So many students are very competitive about grades. So all the opportunities to cheat should be removed. Okay, so that is the third point. And what about the last one? Anyone? Yeah, that's it. However. Okay, so let's read the last sentence. There are many places where using smartphone is appropriate, and there is nothing wrong with the students using them. However, the classroom is not a place for smartphones. So we talk about the topic again. We talk about the main idea again. So that is the closure of the whole paragraph. Okay, you did a very good job. You did a very good job. Okay, so we're going to end today's lesson. And next week, we're going to have a debate on the topic. Yeah. Is it possible, is it necessary for students to have cell phones in class or in school? Okay? So, your assignment for this week is page 29. Page 29. See the form here? So look at the following list of points. There are some points. There are 6 points taken from the 2 arguments, right? So we're not talking about the 2 arguments today, about the smartphone used in classroom. Okay, so you have to see which points belong to argument 1 and which one belongs to argument 2. And then you have to make your own points on both arguments. You know what I mean? So now argument 1 we have 3 points. And argument 2 we have another 3 points. You have to make your own points. For example, for argument 1, students should be allowed to use cell phones in the classroom. So Baoxing, why? Why do you think it's necessary for students to use cell phones in the classroom? In addition to the 3 points you also mentioned. Make your own points about the first argument. I know you want to have cell phones in the classroom, right? So make your own points. Okay, so Baoxing is from another country, from Vietnam. So she has difficulty in understanding Chinese. So she thinks it more convenient for her to translate Chinese in class to understand what teachers are saying, right? Okay, so it's her point, and I think it's convincing. So make your own points. Make your own points on both arguments. For 2 more points, okay? So this is your assignment for this week. And next week, we're going to have a debate about the topic based on the points you made. So, am I understood?
Yes.
Am I understood? Okay, so that's a lesson for this week. And thank you for your attention. So, see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay, so you can have your 10 minutes break. And get back to the class. We're going to have our happy Halloween.